Hello guys, so we're gonna see a very special match between two amazing players in Stormgate. Here we have a player under the nickname MoCu playing for Celestials, and his opponent is A-Bomb playing as Vanguard. A-Bomb actually used to be a Protoss player in StarCraft 2. He's from Ireland. I remember him playing as I am. He was actually a pretty decent player, by the way, so he's now trying his skills in this new game. But what's really special about this game right here is that this guy's gonna be playing something special, he's going to be making something special, because Celestials, well, this race is somewhat infamous right now, really notorious for how OP it is. I can say it's not really that OP, to be honest, but to tell the truth, there are like 15 players in the top 20 of the leaderboard in Stormgate right now, and there are like so many players dominating with this race. This includes many Korean players and many ex-StarCraft 2 pros who are now trying this game. But still, we're awaiting a new patch that should be coming this week or maybe next week. I'm not really sure about that, but I know the devs said that it's gonna be here really soon. But for now on, let's see a strategy that's certainly gonna be available for all other patches in this game, I feel like, because this is a very interesting cheese that MoCu is gonna be trying to use this game. So this is a pretty interesting map as well, because this is a very long one. Stormgate has at the moment quite a lot of different maps, and this one is somewhat normal. The rush distance here is quite a bit, and you can only attack from two angles. This one on the top and also this one on the bottom. You can always try to go from this side as well, and you can also just chop down the trees to make it an easier access for you and just go straight through the center of the map. But usually on this map, players just prefer to be a bit more careful with how they move out and what they are trying to do on the map, because, well, you can see if you just try to go and attack from this direction, you can miss an incoming attack from the other side of the map. So it's a really tricky one, it's a really annoying one, and you just try to be a bit more careful and passive on this map in general. I played quite a lot of games already, and from my experience, this is one of the most campy map, I would call it that way. And we can see that A-Bomb is just tacking up, he's just taking his biokinetic slab to make more exes. Exes are currently really good against pretty much everything in this game. Vanguard players just build them all the time. They are very popular in the mirror matchup. They are also very good against Infernos, especially when they level up and get their veterancy upgrades. And they are also somewhat decent against Celestials. So this is a go tool for any situation in this game. He's also going to be taking the... No, he's just taking the barracks. I was thinking that maybe he's actually going for the third expansion, but that would be really risky. But he hasn't really scouted well, and he just doesn't know much about what MoCu is doing. And MoCu is actually just teching up right now. He's just mining quite a lot of the second resource in this game, Therium, and he's planning something special. There is a Legion Hall already at this location. Legion Hall is a tier 2 building, which allows you to produce more powerful units in this game, and this is obviously going to be something cheesy. And right now, the problem for the Vanguard player is that he has absolutely zero tools to scout that, because even if he does something with his dog, he's going to be really puzzled, because he's just going to be seeing, well, there are signs of course, because he can see how much Therium is being mined out right now across the map, right? But still, this is just not enough intel, and A-Bomb is gonna be slightly puzzled. He's gonna be really guessing what's going on in this game. So he's, at least now, he's just trying to scout all the bases where there could possibly be the third base for the Celestial player, but there is no third base. So this raises a question, what's that gonna be? And obviously this is why A-Bomb is also playing that pretty safe. So you can see there is a very nice wall. He's only clearing one single camp here. He's getting some extra speed buff and also some extra resources, extra Luminite. But at the same time, MoCu is just waiting for something to pop out from these buildings. He already upgrading for the tier 3 arc station, so this is gonna be something extremely powerful. So basically, the build order that he's playing, he's just staying on two bases, he's just having two mines on the Luminite, he's having only 3 prisms on the second resource, Therium, and that's it. Basically no defense whatsoever, and I think if A-Bomb just marched across the map, he could have easily killed his opponent, but obviously I think he's quite scared himself, and now he should be seeing that, well, something is certainly going on, something is not right now, because, well, there's just nothing. There's so much therium that's been mined already. You can see there's a big chunk of that resource over here, but almost nothing at this location at the Celestial base, so he should be aware that something is up. He's trying to scout across for the proxies, but obviously, due to how this map is structured, he's not going to be able to see that archangels are already being made, and this is going to be a disaster for the Vanguard player, because these beasts are incredibly powerful. They have 700 HP and they can just slam on the ground like a John Cena, and this is gonna be a big problem right now for the Vanguard player, just knocking them out with this mighty hammer. And yeah, this is a big deal right now, but obviously with this nice kiting, A-Bomb can still stay in this game, and maybe he's gonna be able to actually defend that, but well, these guys are just pretty powerful, to be honest, and you can see the damage from the Maz's Might is just 120 HP at one single shot. That's quite a lot. Exos, they can just basically double shot Exos, and there are sentry posts being made, but they can just slam on the ground and just kill some workers just like that. They're going for that, and oh my god, so many workers are down already, and they can just fly away, to be honest. They just don't need to stay there. The only problem is that he somehow needs to regenerate HP. Celestials have no tools to do that, so he probably needs to take out this camp here, or maybe this one around his own base. This is quite a distance to fly, to be honest, so this is not something that you're looking for, but well, maybe he's just gonna restore some of the energy and just go for that once again. Or maybe no, he's actually going for the health camp, feels like, because yeah, it makes sense. This unit is extremely expensive, so you don't really want to lose that like that. And yeah, he's just going for the camp. Yes, it makes sense. I wonder what is going to be next, because, well, for Vanguard player, it's really difficult to counter that kind of strategy, so maybe he needs something that's flying. Actually, I really have no idea how you're supposed to counter that, because, well, I never personally met that myself on the ladder. But maybe you're supposed to go for the hangar bay and go for those flying hornets. They don't really do that much damage, but they're pretty quick. They can kite well, so maybe that's the way to deal with those archangels. I don't know. This is gonna be a problem right now. So another one is just slamming on the ground and just hitting all those innocent bombs with a hammer. And yeah, this is a problem. Already 2 workers lost, and obviously A-Bomb is going to be losing way more if he just stays on his base. He needs some reliable scouting tools. You can see that the main base and the space around it is actually pretty big, and it's just really difficult to keep track of all the movements that the Celestial player is making in this game. And yeah, but actually, if we talk about his strategy, he's not really doing anything else, but he's actually taking one more base, which is nice. So he's just thinking about a possible transition to something else, but I would say with 4 archangels, you have just enough power to end this game quickly. He just needs to land perfectly on all of those exos, but obviously A-Bomb can just split them really well, but they are here slamming again and just getting so many worker kills. Oh my god, this is really painful. And yeah, they're just trying to target the building. Oh my god, this is actually extreme, but obviously this is not gonna happen, and A-Bomb is just defending well, but still, he loses the workers. He's spending some of his energy on upgrading the exos, so he's just granting them medals and just making them more powerful, more accolades for them. But to be honest, I feel really worried about him, because, well, yeah, you can stay on the base, you can defend for some time, but the Celestial player is going to be taking more and more locations. He's just going to be mining more, and at one point he's also gonna have a powerful and big army, which is, to be honest, already the case, because the Celestial player has 100 supply. That's 15 supply more than A-Bomb has in this game. And oh my god, there's gonna be a fight here probably. This looks really scary for A-Bomb, and well, this is actually a chunky army, a pretty big one, to be honest, as well. He can just focus fire all of the archangels if he just tries well, but still, this is gonna be a risky engagement for him. He needs to split extremely well. He needs to make sure that he does that. This is the most important thing right now in this game. This is the top one priority, basically. He's going for some scouting. He sees that there's going to be the second arc ship, so there's going to be more economy down in the line. So yeah, MoCu is obviously trying to transition to something else in this game, but maybe he's gonna be taking a fight here. This army looks very delicious to those archangels, so he's scanning, so the Celestial player is now seeing what's going on. He may be trying to attack from this angle, from the trees, or maybe from the high ground right here. Actually, this is gonna be a nice trap, but he needs to be... Yeah, he needs to find a perfect angle right now, so he's flying. No, this side. That's not gonna work. He's trying to bait or what? That's interesting. Yeah, maybe he's going for the bait. I don't know. He just took the flower to restore some of the HPs. Okay. And maybe he's gonna be landing here. Okay, the first one goes here, the second one, the third one, and oh my god, so much splash damage. And this is actually a choke point for all of those Vanguard forces, and those Archangels are just decimating the whole army. This is a catastrophe for Abram. He lost everything in one fight. It happened so quickly, I couldn't even react properly to what was there actually. Oh my god, this is so OP, and I honestly have no idea how you're supposed to counter that, guys. It just feels so strong and so powerful, and these units are so good. But, well, they're basically tier 3 units, but what are you supposed to do? Are you just supposed to go for the base raid? Should you be splitting really well? Maybe that's the case, and maybe A-Bomb just made a grave mistake here by just going into this choke point between his own Sim City, between his own walls, and eventually it led to destruction of his army and his base, and this is gonna be a GG. But I really like this strategy. I'm gonna be trying this out in my own playthroughs, so yeah, this is a really fun one. But this is also it for today's game. I hope you enjoyed this little cast and this little strategy. Subscribe for more if you want to see more Stormgate content. Have a nice day, and see you next time.